Welcome to the Sports Podcast. This is your go-to channels for all things sports. Make sure to subscribe to Blind World of Sports and Tiger Den Sports. Smash that like button and ring that bell. Follow us over on X at DJ Dorsey _ and at Tiger Den Sports. Here's your host, Drew and Jason Dorsey.
And we are live. This is going to be the first round mock draft. We're going over Mel Kiper's, I believe it's his latest mock draft. But yeah, what y'all hoping that happens in this mock draft today?
I'm hoping that we get them all right, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it's correct and not, looking at these picks and be like, okay, well, hopefully, the Saints select the offensive lineman, and then they go pick something else, like, bro.
Yeah, don't do nothing stupid like that.
Yeah, don't do something stupid.
That's the whole. I mean, we always scared when the Saints pick because it's never somebody that we know.
Yeah, it's also some kid from some school we never even heard of, and then you have a top draft pick still on the board. It's like, bro.
Yeah.
I might, during the draft, I might get mad. I mean, I'm sorry.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
I have a mute button. I'll mute you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, buddy. Go ahead. I mean, you might just go see me do this in the screen, like, oh, why?
Yeah.
So, but
you can't kick him out the stream because he's on yours.
Yeah,
exactly.
Get out of my house.
Yeah, so you can mute me.
All right. Well, I guess we'll get started. Mel Kiper Jr.'s 2024 mock draft with pick number 1, the Chicago Bears.
Gordon Mel Kiper. They're gonna pick Caleb Williams, quarterback, USC.
I mean, that's obvious.
Yeah, that's obvious.
That's obvious.
I mean, that's pretty much said.
It's an obvious pick, but I still don't think they should pick that one.
No, I think Jayden Daniels is better.
Yeah.
Yes, but I think they should trade down.
Yeah,
trade down to the second pick. Give Washington Commanders the first pick, and let them go pick Caleb Williams. And then, being that that I was talking to Jason earlier about the rumor about the Commanders and the Jason Daniels not getting along. I mean, that's just a rumor. Jaden, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would do. I would trade down, get the second pick, and go. I mean, have Washington pick Caleb Williams, and they could pick Jaden Daniels.
And they think that Caleb Williams is going to be a transcendent quarterback, which he could be.
Yeah.
But you gotta watch because you're eventually going to have to sign all these draft picks that the Bears are getting.
Yep.
So if you can keep on getting more draft picks while getting Jayden Daniels is still going to be a good quarterback as long as he stays healthy.
Yes.
That's the whole point.
Yes.
But yeah, Caleb Williams, I don't mind the pick, but I think they should have traded down.
Yeah, because they need more playmakers on defense and offense. So if you would address more draft picks right here, and then still get a quarterback, but at least have 3 or 4 extra picks.
Mm-hmm.
So just get athletes on your team, playmakers,
and you traded them to the Commanders. So you got to, how bad are the Commanders going to be next year? I know they made a lot of moves, new head coach, but they're going to have a rookie quarterback. So, if they have a bad year, like the Panthers, they had that. That's why the Bears have the number 1 overall pick. So,
yep.
I mean, can't complain about this pick, but I guess we just did.
That's our opinion.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. We're giving our own opinions on what we think Mel Kiper should have did.
Yes.
Right.
And also, too, don't they need wide receivers help the Bears?
Now the Bears do have the number 9 overall pick, so they're probably going to address it there.
Yes.
Yeah, they have DJ Moore and Keenan Allen, but they still need another receiver and stuff like that. Offensive lineman.
Keenan Allen is hurt all the time.
Right.
So what do you think the Bears should get with this trade? You think they should get Commanders first round pick next year? Or?
Oh yeah, that's included. If that's not included, then no.
Yeah,
you could just pick the quarterbacks that you want.
Yeah, I agree. So,
all right, next pick.
Commanders are going to pick Jayden Daniels, quarterback, LSU.
There you go. Now, the way it's going, this might not happen.
Yes,
unless it's just fake rumors. But I like Jayden Daniels. This is the only team I don't think that should trade. Is the Commanders. You at number 2, you take Jayden Daniels and you live with it.
Yeah, and he lives with it too.
And Jayden Daniels could be compared to Robert Griffin III because they both have the same type of playing style. whenever Robert Griffin the third was on the Redskins. So, and maybe that's what Jaden Daniels, like you said, they had rumors that Jaden Daniels, like I guess, don't want to play for the Commanders.
Yeah, but it's different ownership,
right? So I don't know what's the deal. I didn't hear why or anything like that. But if he don't want to play there, he's probably not going to do a good job for that team. I wouldn't think.
Mm-hmm. Now, who's the coach there?
Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn. Okay,
he's a minded coach. So
the fifth coach.
OC, isn't it guy that came from USC that was former?
Oh yeah. Clint Kingsbury.
Yeah,
yes,
there you go.
correct. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So I think he'd be a good offensive coordinator for Jaden Daniels. He'll open up the game for him, but
correct.
But if Jaden Daniels is not going to be happy there, I hope they don't draft him.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't want to go someplace where you're not going to be happy. I mean,
right?
You know,
I'd rather him go to the Patriots. That way, I can root for him.
Yeah.
Go. I mean, he's in the NFC. I can't. We can't really go for him.
Well, we can. The only time we can't root for him is whenever they play the Saints. Which this year they're going to be playing the Saints. Actually,
no, they.
Yeah, I think
so. We're probably going against Jaden Daniels because I think they're still going to pick him.
Yeah, but maybe it's going to be an Eli Manning situation. Jaden Daniels don't want to play for the Commanders. Say, I'm not playing for you,
and they're going to trade him.
But that could happen. That absolutely could happen.
But is the Giants are going to trade a wide receiver for a quarterback if they select a wide receiver? I mean, not the Giants.
The Commanders trade. Wait, would say that again?
Yeah, but who would they trade? I mean, the Commanders.
The Commanders, they would trade down. So they would trade down. If they did trade down, it would be not the Patriots aren't going to trade up. I don't believe.
Yeah.
No.
The Cardinals aren't trading up. The Chargers. So it would be at worst the Giants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If I'm the Commanders, I wouldn't drop further than the Giants.
But they could go to the Vikings and get 2 first-round picks this year.
Yeah.
But that they could. But then that's waiting until 11th pick, and you're not getting one.
You could get Bo Nix or Penix. I believe they're going to be there. And Bo Nix, they're talking about him dropping to the second round. So that would be the best. I mean, if you can wait to the second round to get Bo Nix, that's what I'd do if I'm the Commanders. If you're not drafting Jaden Daniels.
And there's other quarterbacks in the draft too, like Spencer Rattler. I think Devin Leary is a quarterback. I forgot what. I think he came from NC State, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I believe after all the top 6 quarterbacks is Spencer Rattler. I heard Mel Kiper talking about that. That's going to be probably the next one taken, 3rd or 4th, maybe.
Yeah. So I mean, if Daniels go to the Commanders, I hope he's happy because I think he's going to be the best quarterback out of all of them.
Yeah. Yep. I believe Jaden Daniels is going to be the best one too. That's no bias. We're not really LSU fans or nothing,
No, not at all.
Yeah, no, we're big LSU fans.
I'm not wearing an LSU hat, and I don't have my leather jacket hanging up with LSU on it either.
Yeah.
WL.
Yeah. We UL fans.
We UL fans.
Yeah.
All right. Pick number 3, the New England Patriots.
Drake May, quarterback. North Carolina.
I mean, I think it's a reach. I do. It's any pick past Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels, I think it's a reach. The only reason all these quarterbacks they've been drafted so high is because they're quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. They have better players.
Excuse me.
That they could be drafting, and I would trade down. I'm not taking whenever they can have a superstar player, and you just want a quarterback just because you don't have one. No, that's not the way to do it.
Yeah, when you can take one later on. I mean,
yeah. If another team is willing to overdraft somebody, I'm sorry. Let them trade down, get some more picks, and pick somebody else.
Exactly. Yeah, because like you said, Drake May, Bo Nix, Michael Penix, who I'm missing, JJ McCarthy.
Those 4.
I mean, I wouldn't take them earlier than 15. I would take. There's Marvin Harrison Jr. There's Malik Neighbors. There's a bunch of other top guys that's probably better than them right now.
And Drake May, I'm not saying he's not going to be a good quarterback. It's just the value of the pick. The only reason the value is so high is because he's a quarterback. Otherwise, he would never be picked this high.
And the Patriots desperately need a quarterback.
Yeah, so it makes them pick him higher. Like, trade down.
Yep. Yeah, I know. That's the crazy thing. Like, the Patriots need a quarterback, but they need so much else too.
Yeah, they got to rebuild their entire roster. Gerard Mayo's the new head coach, so they're going to want to pick a lot of defensive players.
Yeah, so why not at this spot trade down, get more picks, so you can draft more players.
Yeah, that's what I did. And if I'm the Patriots, maybe trade down with the Vikings. Whoever trades down with the Vikings is going to get their next first round pick.
Mm-hmm.
They have the 11th and like the 23rd pick, something like that. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get the Vikings both their first round picks, and you can always take that 23rd pick and trade back up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, you see somebody that you want around 10 or 12. Okay, we're gonna trade back up and give some of the picks that we just got from the Vikings.
Yeah,
it'll be worth it at that point.
Yep, exactly.
All right, that's all about the Patriots.
Yep, I don't have nothing else to say about Patriots.
All right, pick number 4 goes to the Arizona Cardinals, I believe.
Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver, Ohio State.
Now that makes sense.
Yeah.
But not Marvin Harrison. I wish they would take Malik Neighbors first.
Well, yeah. He's more explosive. Marvin Harrison's going to be a great receiver. He route running. They say he's fast, but he didn't run his 40-yard dash. And so, we'll find out whenever he gets to the NFL if he's able to have that breakaway speed.
The thing about Marvin Harrison, he's a great route runner, and he got great hands. But, there was like 4 games this year. He only had 30 yards receiving. Malik Neighbors always had an 80 or higher. That's the explosiveness and the difference between them. Cardinals need a receiver. So, taking Marvin Harrison or Malik Neighbors,
you can't go wrong with both of them.
Right.
I like to pick either way, but Malik Neighbors, for sure, I would have took him first if it was my pick.
Just because it's more explosive.
Yeah, if the Saints were drafting wide receiver, they would definitely go after Ohio State players because they love their Ohio State wide receivers.
Well, who they had? Michael Thomas, Chris Olave.
Yes.
even on defense. Von Bell, was it?
I
think so.
Yeah, Von Bell, yeah.
Pete Warner? Pete Warner linebacker, yeah. Like they always go like Ohio State. Draft LSU. We want some LSU players on the Saints.
Come on. I think the only LSU players they ever drafted was Devery Henderson, and I think that's it, huh? Devery Henderson?
Yeah, I don't know.
The Bluegrass Miracle, right?
Yeah, I think that's the only one.
Yeah.
But
and the Cardinals, Marvin Harrison, it'll help Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray needs a receiver like this. If he just got to stay healthy, Cardinals will not be good if Kyler Murray's hurt. And this probably will be Kyler Murray's last year on the Cardinals if he gets hurt again. I think they're going to move on and try to rebuild. You have no choice.
And do you think the Cardinals would trade down in this spot?
If it's not too far back, yes. But the bad thing is, if they want Marvin Harrison and the Chargers are right behind them, they might not trade down. If I'm them, I'm trading with the Giants because you're still going to have either Malik Neighbors or Marvin Harrison there.
Right.
So the person that trades with, because the Giants, I don't think they're trading up for a receiver. It's going to be a quarterback. And it's probably going to be either if Drake May's still there, it'll be May. If McCarthy's there, it'll probably be McCarthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Daniel Jones is not the future of the Giants franchise.
No, they're looking for a quarterback.
Yeah.
So
they paid the wrong one.
Whenever they gave him the contract, I think it was a bigger contract than Darren Carr. I'm like, yep. Good luck. and look with the Giants. If they end up getting Drake May, Daniel Jones came out of North Carolina, right?
I'm not.
I believe he came out of North Carolina. I could be wrong on that, but I believe he came out of North Carolina. And so Drake May from North Carolina, I would stay away from it. It reminded me of the same person.
Yeah, but I think Drake May came from NC State, though, huh? Not North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Okay.
Daniel Jones came from Duke.
It's Duke, not North Carolina. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, see, I'd have never drafted a quarterback from Duke.
Oh, would you have drafted Carson Wentz when he came out? He was from like North Dakota.
I would not. No, not in the first round. Put it that way.
Well, Patrick Mahomes, he was from Texas Tech.
Yeah,
but that's different. Their air raid, that's all they do is throw.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I would take a quarterback from Texas Tech just because I know they can throw the ball.
Drew Brees was from Purdue.
Yep. Yes, I know.
A lot of quarterbacks are from bad schools, but I don't know. I tend to think how you think. Like I want from a top school. Yeah. That's how I think.
Who's the last quarterback from LSU that did well in the NFL? Like
Joe Burrow.
Well, yeah, yeah.
I don't think they had anyone that really done good.
like
Jamarcus Russell could have.
Jamarcus Russell, they had
He was a
Matt
bust.
Flynn.
Matt Flynn didn't do well.
He was a good backup because he backed up Aaron Rodgers. He didn't have to play, so that's a great backup.
He got paid though.
He got paid for the Seahawks, but then he got beat out by rookie Russell Wilson.
And then you had Zach Mettenberger, who played with the Titans for a couple of years.
He really wasn't good.
But
so pretty much Joe Burrow in the last one.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, you get good quarterbacks come out. He's stuff. I mean, whatever. Man, my brain. So
with the quarterbacks, they're gonna have a lot of people overdrafted just because they're quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens later down the road. And actually on Thursday, that's gonna be interesting to see how it actually plays out. Maybe they might have two of these quarterbacks fall to the second round. They hyping them up, and they both Penix and Bo Nix watch them fall.
Yeah, that happens.
Because Will Levis, he was supposed to be a top 5 pick. He dropped all the way to the second round, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe we'll see what happens.
And y'all make sure you guys hit the subscribe button because we're gonna be calling. We're gonna be doing the NFL draft Thursday live. So
yeah. All right, number 5th pick. We actually have a trade right here, if I remember correctly. Chargers traded down with the Minnesota Vikings.
Yep. Trade for JJ McCarthy, quarterback, Michigan.
There you go.
See, that's a big reach.
I mean, you're giving up 2 first-round picks for JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do y'all think JJ McCarthy is going to be any better than Kirk Cousins? Or are they pretty much the same quarterback?
I don't know. It's hard to say because
he only had 28 games started in college. It's not that many. So I don't know. We don't really know about any of these quarterbacks. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, we hype up all these quarterbacks like Caleb Williams and James Daniels, and then all of a sudden, it's like what? We'll look at Justin Fields. He's fine for a spot in the Steelers.
Yeah, but if they would have put talent around Justin Fields, he would have did good with the Bears.
Yeah, there's so many factors that play into developing a quarterback. I mean, look at Jamarcus Russell. I mean, everybody thought he was going to be big in the NFL, and look what happened.
That's because he didn't want.
Exactly.
They could have any of these quarterbacks that don't want to get paid, and then they don't.
Yep.
They get that first paycheck, and they're like,
I'm good.
Oh, yeah, I'm good now.
Yeah. And what was bad in Jamarcus Russell, they actually got paid big money.
Yeah.
They didn't have these rookie caps on them where they got drafted.
Yeah.
They got paid $30 million, and it was too much.
Yep. But the thing with JJ McCarthy, coming from Michigan, he didn't throw the ball a whole lot at Michigan during the game. They relied on the run game and defense all the time.
Their defense was great. So that's the main reason they won the national championship.
And their running game was really good too, but they had a great offensive line. So you really don't know if JJ McCarthy can carry a team if he has to throw the ball 20 or 30 times a game. So that's the thing. So if the Vikings are smart, they better have a great offensive line to protect him and a great running game, because I don't know if he has the talent to throw 20 or 30 times a game and win it.
Yeah. And it's a small sample size in college, so we'll see whenever he actually gets to the NFL. Now, he will. If I'm a player, I want to get drafted to the Vikings. They're set up for a rookie quarterback.
Right.
So any of these quarterbacks, that would or the Bears. The Bears are pretty set up too. But that's one of the places that I wouldn't mind getting drafted to, just because Justin Jefferson, they have Addison, and they have a good offensive line. They have a great offensive coach, and I'm not going to remember his name. The head coach is really good. O'Connor. It was O'Connor, something like that.
Yeah.
So
Kevin O'Connor.
Yeah.
Conley or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. He's really good. So they're going to be set up to succeed for sure.
Now, if I'm the Green Bay Packers and I'm the Detroit Lions, I'm really liking this because you have 2 franchises that are going to be in rebuild mode. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So pretty much it's going to be the Lions and the Packers for the NFC North.
Well, it all depends on how the quarterback plays. It could be Sam Darnold starting, but if they draft JJ McCarthy, if he's ready, he's going in.
Yeah. I mean, true to
I'm telling you right now, if I'm drafting a JJ McCarthy with the 5th overall pick, I will play him over Sam Darnold.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Well, but if he's not ready, you got to just play Darnold for a little bit.
Well, Darnold is horrible, so you might as well just take your lumps with JJ McCarthy.
No, because you can ruin a rookie quarterback if you put him in too early.
I guess.
So you let him, even if you do that.
Peyton Manning went 1-15 in his rookie year.
Yeah, but they also, I think they had their first round pick next year. If the Vikings trade up, they're not going to have their next first round pick next year.
No,
that is true.
They not. If you do that, it's like look at the Panthers traded up all the way from number 9. Bryce Young, they played him, they benched him. They played him, they benched him.
Yeah,
and they done bad.
They don't have enough around him yet.
Now they tried, but we're gonna see what they do now.
Yep. All right, next pick,
number 6.
And everybody, hey, if anybody watching this, y'all let us know if y'all think it's a good pick or who y'all think team should draft at that.
Then some comments. Are you scrolled over the comments, JJ?
I don't see any comments.
Go. Okay, if you
Wait, how do I do this?
Go click on comments. We're gonna get over the comments real quick.
I don't see it.
Go to brand. Gonna get. I can do it, but you're not gonna hear my voiceover.
Yeah, I'm new at this. I'm trying to. It's easier on my phone. I'm still used to doing it on my phone. But let's see. Wait, I didn't scroll down.
Oh, watch this. Watch. I'll put it in the comments for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There you go.
There,
I forgot. I could do that, and you can see.
That's easy, buddy. Thank you.
All right. Number 6, the New York Giants on the clock.
Malik Neighbors, wide receiver, LSU.
No, that's a good pick.
Yeah,
that's a good pick. They need another weapon. And Slayton, I think he wants a new contract. So, and I don't think he's the number 1. I don't think I would give him a big contract. He ain't the number 1. But Malik Neighbors, that's going to help any quarterback they have on their roster.
Yeah. I believe that too. I mean, there's not a whole lot to say because the Giants are horrible.
They're not horrible. They just need good quarterback play.
They're horrible.
But
yeah, their quarterbacks, Daniel Jones is not that great. But drafting Malik Neighbors might help Daniel Jones. Who knows?
And if the Giants were smart, they could trade back a little bit. Whoever wants to trade up. I don't think the Titans, they're right after them. The Falcons, they're not trading up. Yeah. Unless the Jets trade up, they can trade back to number 10. The Bears aren't going to trade up. So they can trade back to number 10 and still, and they could draft a quarterback, or they could still get a receiver. The receivers in this draft is so good. If you don't get Malik Neighbors, you're still going to get a good receiver.
Right. Yeah.
It might not be as dynamic, but they still got great receivers in this draft.
Maybe they should trade down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would say to the Jets. I wouldn't go really too much further than the Jets.
Too much further, yeah.
Because you still want to.
You still got Brian Thomas. You still got a Dunzu from Washington. You got Xavier Worthy from Texas. Mitchell from Texas.
I wouldn't draft Xavier Worthy this high.
No, I'm just saying though. That's what receivers you have.
Yeah,
that you can draft later in the first round.
Throughout the whole first round, any receiver you pick is going to be they're not all going to be good. Someone's going to be a bust, but they played really good in college. So
yeah, I think they should trade to the Jets and get their first round pick for next year, and then they can get a quarterback next year.
Not going from 6 to 10. I don't know if you can get a first round pick. I don't know the value at that point.
Yeah,
I think you should be able to. The Saints traded up from number 27 to 16, and they gave up a first round pick.
Yep. And who was that for again?
They don't know how to negotiate.
Yeah, that was Marcus Davenport. Well, yeah, Saints are pretty bad at draft day trades.
Yes.
The only thing I want to see them do is trade back. I wouldn't mind them trading up for Malik Neighbors. That was my bold prediction. Hopefully they do it, but
yeah,
I don't know.
My bold prediction is they're gonna trade up and get Jane Daniels.
That'd be about right. I wouldn't be mad, but they would give up a whole lot.
Yeah, they'll do a whole another 1999. Williams trade everything. Yeah,
yeah.
No. You have to mute my mic for sure, baby.
Hey, but at least we got Jaden Daniels. That would all be
there. You go.
Matter.
He better be a Hall of Famer at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Pick number 7. I think it's the Tennessee Titans.
Joe Alt, offensive tackle, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. That's a Brian Kelly recruit, I believe.
Yes. So. Yep. And it's not a flashy pick, but it's what the Titans need. You got to protect Will Levis, a rookie quarterback from last year who did really well. I mean, Tennessee has a decent team.
Yeah, they brought in some players in the offseason.
Right.
They brought in Cushenberry, another LSU. The LSU people are all over now.
Oh, yeah.
Who else they brought in? They still have Hopkins. They brought in Calvin Ridley. I believe they brought in some defensive players, so they have a chance to be good. If Will Levis plays good, they have a chance. They protecting him. They building it right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I still don't think the Tennessee Titans should have fired Mike Vrabel.
No, I don't believe. But they probably just needed a new voice.
Exactly.
Sometimes you can have a good coach, but where it just the locker room is done with him. Kind of like Sean Payton.
Yeah.
He's a good coach, but he just kind of been there too long. It's time to move on.
Yeah. But my
Mickey
thing
Loomis.
is, he ain't going nowhere.
No.
Stop breaking my heart, dude.
But Mike Vrabel. And actually, I think he's not a coach for the Browns. He's doing something with the Browns.
Yeah, he's not a head coach anywhere.
So he's going to be a head coach next year.
Yeah.
And if Dennis Allen gets fired, I mean, the Saints might end up bringing him in. I don't know.
Yeah, but should we go offensive minded coach?
I do.
Yeah,
I don't want no defensive coordinator no more.
No. I mean, right now you need an offensive minded head coach, even a young offensive minded head coach.
Now, if Clint Kubiak looks good at calling plays and stuff, they might just promote him. Maybe if Dennis Allen if they're doing bad, they're gonna hopefully he gets fired during the season. Let Clint Kubiak and see what he can do with the offense and the team, and then you go from there.
Yep.
I mean, because at that point it's just a tryout, really, and you already know your season is probably shot anyway. So just
and the Titans have a new head coach. I think it's offensive coordinator from the Browns? Or Callahan.
Callahan, yeah.
So.
It was Bill or Brian, one of them. I don't remember what's his name, but so that might help Will Levis too. Offensive coordinator. It might open up the playbook a little bit more. And you got two really good receivers with Ridley and Hopkins. So
yeah,
Brian Callahan.
Yeah. Yep. So we'll see how that goes with the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
All right.
I agree with that pick. So
yeah, I mean they can't go wrong with that. You're getting the best offensive lineman in the draft.
Yes.
All right. Pick number 8 to the Atlanta Falcons.
Dallas Turner, offensive linebacker, Alabama.
Dallas Turner. That's a good pick for the Falcons too.
Right.
They need pressure on the quarterback. Yep. They got Kirk Cousins. They have weapons on offense, so you don't have to draft the receiver. Yeah. Now, if they could draft the receiver.
But I think they signed 3 receivers this offseason?
I don't remember. I know they have Drake London.
I don't keep up with the Falcons, but I want to say they signed
neither.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
But they need defense too. So Dallas Turner, pass rusher from Alabama, I think going to help that defense.
Yeah.
So
they signed Jesse Bates last year. I mean, they're making some good moves. They signed a couple Saints. They have Caden Ellis and defensive tackle, I believe. I don't remember who it was. But the Falcons are doing good stuff. It's the Falcons. We don't like them.
Yeah, exactly.
So they picked Dallas Turner. I don't like them picking Dallas Turner because they're going to be going up against Saints twice a year, and I think he's going to be a good pass rusher.
Yep.
So it's going to be hopefully they can block him.
Yeah, but that's why we're going to need off offensive lineman at that point.
Yeah, because Trevor Penny can't play that tackle. So
they need to try him at guard this year.
Yeah.
Hopefully the new offensive line coach can, finagle around, move him around and say, okay, well, maybe he might be usable in our offensive line this year. Maybe he can perform. Maybe he can, perform well. I mean, that's just my opinion, but
because they have rumors that the Saints might package him and trade up.
Yeah.
Well, what would they trade up for? Let's just discuss. Well, or y'all want to discuss that when we get?
Whenever it gets to the Saints.
Yeah, we'll get to.
We'll discuss Saints trades that we would want. Yeah. But that's the Falcons. The Dallas Turner, not a bad pick at all.
Nope, not at all.
All right, pick number 9 to the Chicago Bears.
Rome Odunze.
What college?
Washington.
Receiver, Washington.
Okay. This, I don't mind the pick, but if you don't trade the first overall pick, I think you got to trade down here because you need to restock some of your picks. You keep on restocking your draft picks. That way you can keep building around the rookie quarterback you draft, whether it's Caleb Williams or Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, because I believe the Bears, they need an offensive line. I mean, at least I believe they do.
I can't name one person on the offensive line for the Bears.
No, I can't either. So I believe they need a couple of offensive linemen to protect that rookie quarterback. I don't care if you have Keenan Allen, Dunzu, and DJ Moore. You still got to protect them.
And even if you have a good offensive line, it's always good to always draft somebody. That way you have someone waiting, getting better. If injuries always happen. So
Right.
but the Bears,
like you said, packaging up that 9 pick, trading back a little bit.
Even if it's with the Jets,
right? Because then you get a first round pick and maybe a 4th or something like that.
You just swap 1 pick and you might get a 3rd pick. Yeah, you might. No, I think you would get at least a 3rd.
And you could
first and a 3rd.
Saying,
Yeah.
And then you have 2 or 3 picks in the 3rd round that you can draft to, get more talent on the team.
Yeah, it's always good to build. You can have Caleb Williams. It's good to get him another weapon. I don't mind getting. I mean, it's a good pick, but I would trade down personally.
Yeah,
not too far, but I'll trade down.
I think if we were owners, we would trade down all the time.
Yeah, because I want to stock up my drive assets.
Yep,
it's smart to do.
Yep.
But now at some point you do have to make picks. You can't just keep on stockpiling picks. You got to make some picks. But
yeah, at a certain point, you draft somebody.
You made so good of a trading to the Panthers. Now keep that trade going by trading down and adding more to your team.
Yep.
Okay.
So the Bears right there.
Yeah,
not bad.
Can't complain. And this is Mel Kiper. We're going over Mel Kiper's 2024 mock draft. I believe this is the latest one.
Yeah.
This was dated April 10th. So
April 10th.
They found another one that was dated later. So
yeah. So that's the most recent one we're going over. And usually the mock drafts never happen.
Yes.
Never happens like anybody says it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not 100%.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Pick number 10 to the New York Jets.
Aaron Rodgers gets help here. Brock Bowers, tight end, Georgia.
That would be really good.
That's a good pick.
Pick.
Yep. Not the Jet season. It depends on Aaron Rodgers' health.
Yes.
They're gonna have a good defense. You add Brock Bowers to Garrett Wilson, and you got Breece Hall. That's a lethal combination with those 3.
Oh, what? Nobody's gonna be able to guard Brock Bowers. He's a big guy who can run, jump. He can do it all. Run routes. He can do it all. I think he came from Georgia.
Yeah, tight end from Georgia. Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna be a special tight end. So pairing him up at least with Aaron Rodgers for what, 1 year, maybe 2?
At least 1 year. Yeah, he's playing this year. You never know with Rodgers if he's going to want to continue to play, but
yep.
And at this point, the Jets maybe in the later rounds they need to think about drafting a quarterback to start and develop.
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to ask you. Should the Jets draft a quarterback in like the 3rd or 4th?
Yeah, I believe so. You got to try to develop somebody.
You still got Zach Wilson on the team. Nobody wants him. And if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt, then Zach Wilson's back in.
No, they have Tyrod Taylor. Now Tyrod Taylor gets hurt, then Zach Wilson. Yeah, they have Tyrod Taylor. They have a good, but he's a veteran. He's old.
Right.
Injury problems. So you got to get somebody else. Like the Saints have Jake Haener. Mm-hmm. And then they keep on signing other people. At least they're trying to develop on somebody.
Yeah, we have Peterman now, and we have
Peterman. Like, just leave. No, stop getting all these other quarterbacks. Jake Haener, he's the guy if Carr gets hurt. That's what I say.
Yeah.
The other quarterbacks are not going to be better than what he's going to do.
No.
No.
Give him a shot. Maybe he'll surprise you.
Yeah.
And that's what the Jets are going to have to do. Take a shot on one of the guys that they like in the later rounds, whether it's Spencer Rattler or somebody.
Devin Leary. Yeah.
Now, if they get lucky, if Bo Nix drops far, then maybe they can draft Bo Nix. Let him sit behind Rodgers for a year, then you have your backup plan.
Yeah, hey, why not?
And that's what I'm hoping the Saints do. If Bo Nix drops to the 2nd round, any team, that's a great value right there. Second round pick.
I don't think the Saints will draft a quarterback at all.
No. If they pick an offensive lineman, they're gonna probably pick a defensive lineman next.
Yeah.
Right.
Or definitely a wide receiver.
They could pick another receiver, but I don't know. They signed Cedric Wilson. They have Olave. They have Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah, then they also have what's his name? A.T. Perry, excuse me.
Yeah.
So
we'll see where that goes.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree with that pick for the Jets.
Yep.
All right. Chargers traded with the Vikings earlier, and now they're gonna get J.C. Layton, offensive tackle, Alabama.
Yeah, I picked number 11.
Yep.
They need help. But it's offensive lineman, though.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's an odd pick. Why don't you?
You need a receiver.
You lost Keenan Allen. You lost Mike Williams.
Yeah.
They do need offensive line help, but you have no receivers. I know they had I don't think they signed him yet, but they brung in DJ Chark.
Yeah, they brought him in
for a visit. So
you can't rely on just
horrible
him.
receiver. No, he's not that great of a receiver. I thought he was going to be better, but another LSU guy, by the way.
Yeah,
they all over the league now,
and he's okay. He's just not a superstar or anything.
No, he's not a star. He's a third receiver,
right? But yeah, I don't agree with this pick. Chargers,
you got to have a receiver. You trade it down. Okay, now you have 2 first-round picks. Now you still can address it at number 23, but you could have picked 2 receivers if you really wanted to.
Yeah,
I know.
I would have. I would have thought about picking Brian Thomas right here.
Yeah, that's probably a little early, but
that's a trade down. Then I'm trading if I see somebody. But the offensive is not bad for the Chargers. They need it, but they also need receivers.
Right. I mean, you have Justin Herbert. He's not a bad quarterback, but he's gonna have to have somebody to throw to.
Yeah, but I guess they're thinking what Mel Kiper's thinking. Well, you got to be able to protect them as well. If you can't protect them, I mean, the receivers aren't going to matter.
Yeah, like I always say,
guess so.
It always starts in the trenches.
Yeah,
it always starts at the offensive line. I mean, ask Patrick Mahomes in Super Bowl 55.
Yeah, but they're both starting tackles got hurt.
Yeah,
Chargers have starting tackles.
Yeah,
right. So, and I guess you think about it, Jim Harbaugh is the coach now, and if you look,
he's going to want to run the ball. He
likes to run the ball, so he's probably going to stack up on offensive line.
Yep. And they did bring a tight end in there. Who did they bring? I don't remember.
I
thought they brought in a tight end. I'm not sure. I don't remember his name, but yeah, Jim Harbaugh, he's going to run the ball, play defense. Yeah. That's what he's going to do. So it's going to help out Justin Herbert in that aspect, but he's still got to have somebody to go catch that ball.
Yeah, I mean, just like Michigan, there's no Michigan receivers in this draft that you can think of because they didn't have them. They didn't throw the ball. So I guess that's what he's going to do with the Chargers too. Run the ball and play defense.
Yeah, and they don't have Austin. What running back did they bring in? I thought they brought in somebody.
They did bring somebody in, but I don't remember. I can't.
Because Austin Ekeler went to the Commanders.
Right.
I don't remember where.
Was it somebody from the Eagles? Maybe.
No, he went to the Bears. Swift.
Yeah, Swift went to the Bears. Yeah.
Yep. If y'all know who running back they had, y'all send a comment down. Let us know. Yeah. But yeah, like they're gonna want to pound the rock. I mean, if you're looking at that aspect, it's a good pick for the Chargers.
Yeah, it makes sense when you think about Jim Harbaugh running the ball, playing defense. Yeah. So it makes sense, but still don't like it. But
no, we want flashy picks. We don't want no offensive linemen. We always get stuck with offensive linemen with the Saints. So
yeah.
All right. Well, pick number 12. That's the Broncos.
Yeah, I hardly disagree with this pick. I don't know about you guys, but Quinyon Mitchell, cornerback, Toledo.
Oh
yeah. To me,
they need a quarterback.
They need a quarterback. They need everything.
They need a little bit of everything.
And then Cortland
want to get a quarterback.
I would trade down if I'm picking a quarterback right here.
Yeah.
Right. And but they might be thinking they can get their quarterback in the second round or whatever.
Yeah. Like if Bo Nix falls in the second round.
Or knowing Sean Payton, he's going to take somebody right here and then he's going to package something and trade back up into the first round to take a quarterback because he's very aggressive like that. But
the Saints whenever Sean Payton was there, they never really trade down. It's always trade up or stay there and pick.
Yeah, trade up or stay there. Correct.
Right.
So Sean Payton on the Broncos, I doubt he's gonna. I don't know. They might be aggressive and trade up.
Yeah, I don't agree with taking Quinyon Mitchell from Toledo.
Not right here.
I'd have probably took Arian Arnold from Alabama if I was going to draft a corner.
And they also have Nate Wiggins.
Yeah, Nate Wiggins.
I mean, I think they're pretty good corners, all these, but it's not what you could have had like at receiver.
Right.
You traded Jerry Jeudy. Cortland Sutton's actually he wants a new contract, so they might have problems with him.
Yeah, and it's only voluntary.
It's only voluntary. Yeah, absolutely. But he's still making it known he wants a contract.
Right. And I'm sorry, I would not be paying him what he wants right now.
Yeah, but you got to look at all the quarterbacks he had throwing to him. And he's still a decent receiver.
He's okay, but it's Cortland Sutton. It's nothing.
That's because he was on the Broncos. I mean,
I don't
They
want
had
to make
Russell
Broncos
Wilson
fans
who was
mad, but
regressing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's a good receiver, but I don't know. I don't like playing big money to one receiver.
Right.
That's the problem.
especially to somebody like Cortland Sutton.
Yeah.
I hope I don't make Broncos fans mad, but
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's Sean, but I think they're gonna do something crazy. Possibly trade up for JJ McCarthy.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Probably with the Cardinals.
I can see that happening.
And
Yeah.
then what I'm thinking with Cortland Sutton, I think they could package that 12th pick with Cortland Sutton and maybe a next year's first or whatever it is to the
Mhm.
Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals get their receiver. They get the number 12, so they can pick an offensive lineman. They can pick something else right there. So that would be a good trade for the Cardinals right there.
and the Broncos would get Kyler Murray.
Yeah, right. They ain't trading Kyler.
You
No.
never know.
No. The Arizona
You
be
never
stupid.
know.
That'd
Look,
be
he don't
dumb.
want to be on the Cardinals anyway.
Jason, he's not leaving the Cardinals. Not to the
I'm
Broncos.
just throwing it out there.
No, that's a dumb take.
And what
They
if it
ain't
happens?
doing it.
What if it happens?
It's not. You
They
can say
trade
what if
Cortland
it ain't.
Sutton this year, first round pick.
Mine
and,
makes
next
mine's
year.
more realistic. Cortland Sutton first round pick and maybe another nut first with something else to get to the number 4, and they could draft. I don't agree with trading up there for JJ McCarthy or whatever quarterback's there, but it should be JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
And the Cardinals still get a receiver, which they drafted Marvin Harrison. They get Cortland Sutton, and they can draft. I mean, they could draft another receiver if they wanted to, or they can pick an offensive lineman
Yeah.
or
Broncos
cornerback because they also need a cornerback. So they
Right.
could take Arnold or Wiggins or whoever else is there.
So Broncos got a lot of options the way out right there.
Mhm.
But taking Quentin Mitchell, I don't agree with it. But y'all
All
let
right,
us
Mel
know
Kiper.
what y'all think.
A lot of people don't agree with Mel Kiper. They get mad at him. Okay, pick number 13.
That is the Raiders. And I'm going to butcher this name.
Oh,
Talisi Fuaga.
Uaga? I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Offensive tackle, Oregon State.
Okay. Offensive tackle to the Raiders. They need that. I mean, they do. They need a quarterback,
do.
but they have Gardner Minshew.
Yes.
So that's a good. But it's just gonna be. It's only like a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
So
I
you can-
know, but come
what you
on.
could-
You not winning nothing with Gordon Minshew.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The Colts were winning with him last year, by the way.
No.
And it's not. That's not your future.
Didn't
That
they almost-
quarterback.
Didn't they almost make the playoffs last year with him?
Mm-hmm.
It came down to them and the Texans, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, you're
Something
gonna-
like that.
That's what Gordon Minshew is, an almost quarterback.
Yeah, he's
That's
a
it.
bridge quarterback. You got to have a. Would you take a quarterback at number 13?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, you pick your offensive lineman because they have really good offensive linemen, like the one they picked from Oregon State. He's going to be good. And next year, you worry about your quarterback.
Or
You have
draft
Minshew,
one. You draft
and you draft
another-
one next year. You build
Well,
your
you
team to
can-
get
you
ready
can
for the
draft-
quarterback you're going to draft.
But you can draft one later in the 3rd, 4th round this year too. Just in
Just to see
you
what you
never
would
know.
get.
right as a developmental quarterback, and then you never know, you might turn out to be a Brock Purdy. So
Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of Kyle Shanahan. The coaches help quarterbacks develop a whole
yeah.
lot.
Yep.
That's why
But
I
I
don't.
mean,
Go ahead.
left tackle for the Raiders. Build your offensive line for when you get a franchise quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
Devontae Adams ain't gonna be happy.
Well, maybe. I mean, if Minshew has time, he's going to do good. Devontae Adams is going to have a really good year this year.
Yeah.
Minshew's not a bad quarterback. I mean, he's no worse than Derek Carr.
No, he's not.
All right.
I'd probably take Minshew over Derek Carr any day.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They're basically the same type of quarterback.
But you're
Except we
paying
paying
Gordon
out-
Minshew
yeah.
a lot cheaper
Yeah.
for the same type of quarterback.
Yeah, and he signed a $150 million contract
Somewhere there.
for what, 3
136,
years?
140. Yeah.
For 3 years.
If they keep pushing money back, it's not going to be good. They're going to have to extend them.
Yeah, so it's gonna be another 2 years we'll be stuck with him at this point.
Probably so.
Jeez,
This
yeah.
could be the last year, though. They could cut him. Probably save 10, 15 million.
Mhm.
I don't know the exact number, but yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, number 14, I believe this is that New Orleans Saints.
Yep.
And JJ's favorite pick.
Well, we'll see in a couple years. Just ask me that like next year.
Yeah.
Olu Fashanu, offensive tackle, Penn State.
I like the pick.
I like the pick too, but we were discussing this earlier. I think we should trade down. What y'all think?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind a trade down right here. I always like trading down, especially for the Saints, because you get more picks.
Correct.
You can stack up your team. I don't. We need offensive linemen bad.
And let's sidetrack right quick and talk about the Saints draft picks this year, because after round 2, they don't pick until number 5. So
Yeah,
you have a big old gap in between that you don't have no picks.
So if you trade down right here, you can still get offensive linemen,
yes,
and you can maybe get a 3rd round pick somewhere. So you can fill that gap a little bit.
Yep.
yes.
So that wouldn't be bad. And they have some 5th round picks that they might be able to trade back up into the 4th round. I think how many 5th round picks they have? Like 5 of them?
Yeah, they have 1.
Yeah,
2,
they got a
3,
good
4.
pick.
4 of them. So you could here take 3 of my 5th round picks
Yeah.
and give me a 4th round pick. We don't need all those. That's too many.
Exactly.
They're gonna make a trade in the draft unless they just trade back for like next year.
And then they have
Right.
2 6-round picks. So why not
Yeah.
package one of those 6-round picks as well?
Yep.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's just me. I would definitely trade down with, maybe.
Right.
How far you think they should trade down?
Not far. I'm not going past 20 for sure. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
even want to go that
Yeah.
far.
Oh,
I
no.
wouldn't go past 20. Yeah.
I maybe say 16.
16,
Does that
17 with the Jaguars. Yeah.
Yes.
Because there's other offensive tackles that you can draft. It doesn't have to be him.
Who has number 18, 19, and 20?
Bengals, Rams, and Steelers.
Bengals. See, this is where I think maybe the Bengals could trade up. Bengals,
Yes.
Rams, or the Rams. The Bengals could trade up and go get another receiver because they have a
Correct.
contract. Higgins is tagged. I think
Right.
Boyd's still a free agent. So this is where the Bengals might be able to trade up and draft Thomas or another receiver.
Yeah. Put Brian Thomas, Jamar Chase on.
Yep, with Joe
on the
Burrow.
Bengals with Joe Burrow. What?
Joe Burrow wasn't playing. He didn't play with Brian Thomas, or was he a freshman when he was there?
I think he
I don't remember.
might have been a freshman, but he didn't play. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't
So if
think
I'm
they
the
played
Saints,
together.
trade down and that don't go too far, so you can still
Right.
get an offensive lineman,
Yes.
but you go far enough to where you can get a 3rd round pick.
And the Rams can trade up here too if they want a quarterback.
No.
Because
I
they got
wouldn't do
Matthew
that.
Stafford, who's injury prone. He's
I'm
getting
not trading
older.
up. If I'm the Rams,
just-
no, if anything, the Rams need to trade down.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
because they
just
lost
saying.
Aaron Donald too, and they need
Yeah, they need a defensive.
And they
tackle.
could get a pass rusher. Yeah, they can get one of those. I mean, they only had one pick right so far, right? In
Yeah,
Dallas Turner.
Yeah,
So they can use
So-
somebody else. They
Right.
could get one of the defensive tackles, the one from Illinois. I don't remember his name, and Murphy.
Murphy from Texas, right? And then
I believe so.
yeah.
and
Aaron
then
Murphy.
Is it Newton from
Newton,
Illinois
that's it from Illinois. Yeah, that's him.
or Indiana?
No.
One of them,
Yeah, he's not gonna be no Aaron Donald, but I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta fill a hole.
right?
So, I mean, that wouldn't be bad for. I don't mind the pick if I'm the Saints. So if they just stay there and pick it,
Yeah,
can't
that's
complain.
fine. No, but I don't want to see them do something crazy and like draft
No.
up. I don't think they need a draft up.
Unless they
Yeah,
get Malik Neighbors.
Trade up. Excuse me. Trade up. Yeah, unless they get Malik Neighbors, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Now, if they
No,
trade
but
up
the
for the
thing-
guy from Washington, I'll be mad.
Oh, from a Dunzu, yeah, no.
Yeah, the
Dunzu,
receiver.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, you seen what a Dunzu did against Michigan? Nothing.
nope. Oh, okay, yeah,
I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
yeah.
They couldn't get open. They're nothing. So
Yeah.
All
I
right.
don't know.
Well, that's the New Orleans Saints. Hopefully, they don't make us depressed this year. Number 15 to the Indianapolis
Oh.
Colts.
Teron Arnold, cornerback, Alabama.
Yeah, that yeah.
That's when we did our last mock draft. That's who I had to coach.
Yeah, you know why you picked him? Because we looked at other mock drafts.
No, I knew.
yeah,
Jason's cheating there, buddy.
yeah. I looked too. I ain't gonna lie. I looked.
Yeah.
I
of
don't know
course.
all these players.
Yeah, I don't know half these players. I mean, I don't watch college football,
Yeah.
so it's like
Like, yeah,
Brand new
and I
to
know a
me,
lot of
so-
the SEC players and the
Yeah,
top
but-
Michigan, Ohio State stuff like that. But I don't watch all those other ones.
No, it's too much to keep up with everything. It's not like it's our job. If it was our job, then
Yeah,
But Arnold to the Colts, it's not a big flashy name, but it's a player that actually will come in there. He played for Nick Saban.
Yeah,
he knows how to play. He's gonna be hopefully fundamentally sound and do his job.
Yeah.
That's kind of what the Colts usually draft.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly
star
right.
name people, but it's good players.
It's players that know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They, like you said, fundamentals, all that stuff, tackling, So
Yeah.
that's what they usually draft.
Now the thing that's gonna stop the Colts, they got Anthony Richardson got to stay healthy. If he don't stay healthy, they're gonna have a bad year. Because now they don't have Minshew.
Yeah, who's their quarterbacks this year?
Anthony Richardson, that's gonna be the starter.
Who's
They
their
drafted him
backup?
last year. I don't know the back. It's not Minshew no more.
Yeah.
They lost him. I don't know who that backup is, but it's not gonna be too good if he gets hurt. I don't think they don't have a Minshew type quarterback as a backup.
Joe
No.
Flacco,
Is it Joe Flacco? Yeah, I think it might be Joe Flacco.
That's a good
Jacoby-
backup.
Jacoby Brissett.
Brissett's on that. I thought Brissett was on the Patriots.
I thought
Yeah.
so too. But
And then Nick Foles is still playing.
I have no clue. I think Joe Flacco for sure. That's probably their backup.
man,
It's like-
that's a Nick Foles is a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
No. After he won that Super Bowl, what he did? Nothing.
Exactly.
So no. I'm not saying he can't get you some wins, but Joe Flacco,
Right.
and that's what Joe Flacco. They hope Anthony Richardson stays healthy. If he gets hurt, hopefully it's not too long, and Joe Flacco can come in there and get you a win.
Right.
So Cleveland Browns is it still Deshaun Watson, right?
Deshaun Watson
yeah.
for now.
And then our boy Jameis Winston is the backup, right?
As the backup.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I mean, yeah, they're gonna have some issues if Deshaun Watson can't stay healthy no more.
no. And,
Anthony Richardson can't stay healthy. Who else is in that division?
you have the Steelers.
The Steelers, Russell Wilson, he old. Now they
You
do have
have-
Justin Fields.
you
I
have
got
the
Justin
Ravens,
Fields.
which are a powerhouse,
Yeah, Lamar Jackson. As long as he stays healthy, they probably win that division.
and then the Bengals, Joe Burrow.
Wait, that's 5
Yeah.
teams.
You have the Browns.
Browns,
You have the Steelers.
Steelers.
You have the
Okay,
Ravens.
I was
and you have
thinking the Colts. Well, who's the Colts? Who's in their
AFC
division?
South.
Okay,
They're the Texans. They're the Titans, and then there's the Jaguars.
okay, yeah.
So
All those quarterbacks are like CJ Stroud's probably the best one.
yeah,
Mhm.
I mean CJ
Oh, yeah.
Stroud and what Trevor Lawrence, I would say.
But Trevor Lawrence, like he's just so inconsistent.
Yeah,
He'll have a
Yeah.
great game, great stretch of games, and then he looks like just another backup quarterback.
Yeah, correct.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I could see the Texans winning that division in the next couple of years at least, back to back. You know what I'm saying?
I can see them winning a Super Bowl in the next couple of years.
Oh, I could see that too.
Yeah.
I would love to see that. Because I mean I like the Texans. You
well,
know,
I want the Saints to win first.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I want the Saints to win definitely. I mean, that's my number one
Yeah.
team. I mean, of
Yeah.
course, I'm not saying, I want the Texans to win over the Saints.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
dumb. That's stupid.
Saints in the Super Bowl and you're picking the Texans to win. Yeah, come on.
Oh god, just
yeah.
kick me at that point.
I mean, yeah. So the Colts, that division's gonna be, I mean, whatever quarterback can do the best, basically.
Yeah.
Because they have a really good team around them. All right, well, number 16. I don't know who this is.
Seahawks.
Seattle Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Troy Fatano, guard, Washington.
Another offensive lineman.
The offensive lineman gone.
And they got, I mean, their quarterback situation though. It's still Geno Smith.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, I wouldn't draft the quarterback that's there right now. I mean, you can still
No.
get Penix or Bo Nix, but
right.
you can probably get them later. So
Right.
I don't mind him getting off and do like I thought the Broncos. Oh, not the Broncos. There was another team where you yeah, it could be the Broncos.
Raiders. Yeah,
The Raiders. That's them. I couldn't think of it for nothing. Yeah, you build your offensive line and then you get your quarterback next year.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do. If you don't
Right.
want to reach for a quarterback, just wait. Be patient.
Yep. I'm trying to think of quarterbacks coming out next year, but I don't even know.
I have no clue. That probably Nussmeier, but he has an arm. But we got to see if he's decision making.
Right.
Because he think he Brett Favre. He just gonna throw it and whatever
That's
happens.
right.
What about Arch Manning?
Or,
No,
he's a sophomore
He's only
this
a
year.
sophomore this year. And he's
But
not
he
even
still
playing.
hasn't played.
Yeah,
Now you can have Quinn Ewers coming out.
Yeah.
Who out of LSU? Nobody really out of LSU.
Nussmeier, Garrett Nussmeier.
Nussmeier might
He
come
has
out.
a great arm. That's the only thing. He just decision making. If he make good decisions, he's gonna be a good quarterback.
Like you said, he's like the Brett Favre. Think he can make every throw,
Yep.
tight window, don't matter. He's throwing it.
Oh, they have a cornerback on him. I can make it.
Yeah.
And there it goes. I mean, he just rips it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be LSU season.
Uh,
Yeah. But the Seahawks, build your offensive line. Yeah, I mean, Geno Smith, he could still have a good year, but he's more of a bridge quarterback in his career. That's kind of what he is. He did.
Yep.
He got paid $100 million last year, so they could probably get off his contract after this year and bring in somebody else.
Yeah, he made good money. So
Yep. All
I
right.
don't have
Well,
nothing to say about
no.
Seahawks.
Seahawks, they're not what they used to be with Russell Wilson and all them.
I seen an article I was reading that they were painting over like a mural of all the past players, like I guess just to start over. You know what I'm saying? Like like the
starting fresh.
Yeah, starting fresh. So,
well,
man.
I mean, Legion of Boom's not there no more. So
No.
they gotta build. They can't expect to build their team like it used to be. They gotta new players. You gotta have their own identity.
Yeah,
right. Pete Carroll's not there no more.
Yep. Yeah, it's the coach for the defensive coach for the Rams, McDonald, I think.
Yeah, Mike McDonald.
Mike McDonald. Yeah. So they should have a good defense.
Yep.
We'll see what their offense does.
Yep. So
all right, number 17.
The Bengals.
Brian
Murphy the second.
There you go.
Defensive tackle, Texas.
Now that I mean, go ahead.
No, I'm saying it's not a bad pick. I mean, they do struggle on defense sometimes, but they do need offensive linemen to protect Joe Burrow too.
Yeah, well, they spent some money on that. I think this is still Orlando Brown. They have good offensive linemen. Yeah. I mean, they could go, but look at all the offensive linemen that got taken already.
Right.
So this is more of probably have a value pick because you're probably not going to drop too much further without getting Murphy.
Right.
If you drop two, like somebody's going to take him.
I don't they need wide receiver help?
They do, but you can still. It's a deep receiver draft. You can get them later.
But you still got what? Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd still there, right?
No, he's a free agent. But Higgins is there for another year, so they still could wait. So this might be more of a need than a receiver because you still got Chase and Higgins.
Yeah.
Right. So. What about running back?
They lost Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still have I don't remember who their backup, Piron or something like that. They had at one time. I don't remember their backup last year.
Where the
I wouldn't take
to Texans.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't take no running back now, but
no. If you take a running back, you trade down.
Yeah,
you trade down, get you some more picks. But Murphy, fill a hole right there on the defensive line.
Right,
it's not bad. It's not a flashy pick, but it's a one that it's needed.
It's a need, yeah. So good pick.
Maybe he might be able to turn out to be Geno Atkins.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
All right. Pick number 18.
That was number 18.
That was 18?
Wait, did
you skipped the Jaguars.
Man.
Okay, well, we went out of order. That's okay. Number 17.
Right. Jaguars. Gonna pick Cooper DeJean, cornerback, Iowa.
I mean, they need it.
They need it, but
I don't think they really had a great corner since Jalen Ramsey left.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if he's going to turn out to be anything, but what college he came from?
Iowa.
That doesn't make me feel good. I like people from the SEC, the one that's, they play against better competition.
Yep. But I mean, Iowa did have a decent defense this year, but still.
Not that, I mean, like DeMarcus Ware, he came from Troy. Mm-hmm. They have a bunch of players that came from schools that's not known for football. Mm-hmm. So it's not that they can't be good. It's just whenever you hear Iowa, it's like, okay, it's not LSU, it's not Alabama. Right. Even Ohio State, those big programs. Because the Saints do that a lot where they try Central Michigan and all those other schools. But DeJean, he might be good. I'm not sure which one of my favorite corners out of all this draft. It might be Arnold just because he's from Alabama.
Yeah.
Because Mitchell was from Toledo, and he was the first corner taken in this mock draft.
That's why they're experts, I guess.
Yeah, experts. He never gets it right. They never get it right.
It's just a mock. That's why it's called a mock.
Yeah, it's a mock. But I want him to get it right. At least 1 year. At least the first 10 picks.
I doubt that's ever going to happen. because you don't know what the teams are going to do.
No, you don't. Because a
Yeah.
lot of things, there's a lot of information they get. It's teams putting it out there just to fool people.
Well, yeah, I'm not.
Right.
If I'm a team, I'm not going to be like, okay, this is who I'm going to pick.
Yeah.
Besides the Bears, I mean, it's all right. Well, that might even change.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yep. All right. So we done 17. We flipped 17 to 18. So now we're going to pick number 19.
okay, the Rams, Leatu Latu, offensive linebacker. I mean, outside linebacker. Excuse me. UCLA.
Yeah.
Okay, Latu. This is the second outside linebacker that got taken. It's probably the next best.
Right. Good pass rusher. He did some good things at UCLA. I tell you the truth, I didn't watch a bunch of UCLA games. I just watched them when LSU played them. That's about it.
Yeah.
And Latu's a pretty decent pass rusher and stuff. So, but the Rams right here should have took a defensive tackle if they,
They might be able to address it later because the Murphy got taken. If Murphy's there, they might take him.
Yeah, but they should took Sweat.
They could have
from
had
Texas.
they could Sweat, but that's not a tackle. That's an end.
No, I think he's a tackle.
I don't think so.
He played at
Maybe so.
at Texas because him and Murphy played in the middle.
But which one for them is going to be better?
I think Sweat because he's fast and he's just like Aaron
okay.
Donald.
How about Latu? He's not going to be better than Sweat? Because they might be picking value right here. Yeah, they might need that, but if this guy's better, I'm taking that guy.
He could be. I mean, but you need to replace Donald and Sweat's there. I would take him over Latu.
But Latu might be a better pass rusher on the outside, so he might
He could
take
be.
care of that because Donald got pressure up the middle.
Right.
Understandable.
Yeah,
But so if you can send this guy off the edge, it might get pressure from the outside now instead of the inside.
yeah. I guess you can't go wrong either way. But
No.
my pick would have been Sweat instead of
And-
Latu. But
And this is I don't know if the Rams had a first round pick last year, but this
No,
might be
I'd
their
say-
first round pick in a long time.
Yeah,
because of the
they
Matthew
traded a bunch.
Stafford deal.
Yeah,
Matthew Stafford, what did they? I don't know if they've done it for Jalen Ramsey as well.
Yeah, I'm not
First
sure.
round pick for like 5 years, I believe it was something.
Yeah, it was a long time.
4 or
So
5 years, they didn't have a first round pick. So
They don't even know how to do it anymore.
no, whenever they do, they're gonna hit big. Watch.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean that. Finally, the fans could be happy about watching the draft. They got one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, pick number 20 goes to.
the Steelers, Graham Barton, center, guard, Duke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't mind them picking an offensive lineman here.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they need that for sure.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, it's offensive lineman. They need it. I mean, not a flashy pick, but a need.
yeah, it's because right now you got Russell Wilson, you got to protect him. He can't run around like he used to. You got to protect him. So that's the start of protecting him. You have Pickens, but I mean, if they could just forget about the offensive line and go get Brian Thomas or another receiver, pair him with George Pickens, and then you have two really good tall weapons. I think they could both be elite receivers,
Right.
and just try to do like the Bengals did, just out pass everybody because they got Najee Harris and Warren as running backs.
Right.
Two really good
So,
running
yeah,
backs. So
There-
you get another receiver, how you going to guard all that?
Exactly. But I guess you got to have somebody snap the ball to Russell Wilson.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't have Marquise Pouncey no more, so
Yeah.
he's been going for a little while now.
Yep. So not a flashy pick, but a good one.
No, that's a need. It's need. Then that's
Yeah.
the thing. Are you going to draft for need or are you going to draft for value? A lot of time I'm drafting value. If they have someone
Oh,
better
yeah.
that's going to be a superstar, I'm taking it.
That's right.
Nah, I'll figure out the other positions later.
Yeah, we'll move somebody around.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why do we have 3 wide receivers we picked in the draft this year whenever we just needed one?
Yeah.
Because they're good.
No, I'm not doing that. If I picked one, no.
Yeah.
Like if I already got me a great receiver, now if I know they're gonna be really good and he fails, it's like, man, do I take him anyways? I don't know.
Mhm.
Or do you trade down because someone else wants him? And that's whenever it gets good, you can now I can just move down and go get my guy I want later.
Right. Call the team next. Hey, I know you want to pick a receiver. You better trade up or
Yeah.
I'm taking him.
Exactly.
And the biggest thing for the Steelers right now, Russell Wilson or Justin Fields.
Right.
It's okay. Russell Wilson, he might start the year, but
Yeah.
if he starts doing bad, it's going to be a short leash. At least I believe, Mike Tomlin could look at it differently.
Yeah, I got.
But I don't know if Mike Tomlin likes Justin Fields though.
Well, they traded for him, so he's stuck with him.
Yeah,
I know because as soon as Justin Fields was announced that the Steelers traded for him, Mike Tomlin got on the phone and called Russell Wilson and said, "You're my starter."
Yeah, but that could change. I don't care what they say. It's a coach telling he don't want his veteran quarterback to have a hissy fit.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
What was your question, DJ?
Yeah, it might be a dumb question. But,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'll tell you if it's dumb.
Yeah, you would.
That's your famous word. That's stupid.
Yeah. Well, the Broncos need a quarterback, right?
Broncos?
Yeah, they need a quarterback.
Quarterback, yep.
Let's trade Derek Carr to them and get their pick, and then let's trade picks. You know what I'm saying?
So Derek Carr for number 12?
Yeah.
That ain't happening.
I know. It's just
no. I'll be hey.
I don't know. Sean Payton might like him. Who knows?
He's been picking up all the Saints players, so hey, why not just throw in another Saints player for him?
Well, at that point, okay, we trade Derek Carr for a number 12 overall pick. I'm taking my 14th and 12th, going up to number 2. You're getting Jayden Daniels. At that point,
we would trade spots. We wouldn't trade. So
Derek Carr and that first round pick to.
No, we would trade spots. Like we'd get number 12, but
they get number 14.
Yeah, and then Derek Carr.
Oh no, I'm not trading up Derek Carr and two spot. No, not for the two spots. Who would you draft
as your quarterback at number 12?
Yeah, who's left over? Let me see.
Penix and Bo Nix.
Yeah,
that's the no.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's stupid. I'll say that's stupid.
All right, pick number 21.
Dolphins. I'm a Jared Verse. Is that how you say it? It's spelled Verse.
Jared Verse. I think it's
Jared
Verse.
Verse.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Defensive end, Florida State.
Yeah, that's
a good value.
What pick is what team is this? I missed
Dolphins.
That's a good pick for them. They need that. Yeah, they need a defensive tackle as well. So if they could have took Newton, because they lost Christian Wilkinson, but that's not a bad pick for him.
That's not a bad pick. And Verse gets to stay in Florida.
Yep.
So that's not a bad pick.
His whole career. Yeah, that's a good pick. I like that pick.
Good pass rusher. Well, you seen what he did against LSU when he played them.
Yeah. They couldn't. LSU couldn't stop nobody though. They were all going after him.
Yep.
Like, it's I don't know. The Dolphins they need help with pass rush to help Jalen Ramsey on the back end. So I don't know. That's what I would be doing. Draft 2 outside linebackers that can get after the pass rusher. Draft receivers and the quarterback. Y'all try to stop me.
I mean, think about it. Dolphins don't need nothing on offense.
No.
I mean, at least I don't think so.
At this point, I mean, Brian Thomas is there. You have Waddle and Tyreek Hill were the 2 fastest receivers in the league.
Yeah.
You put Brian Thomas, he's fast. He's not as quick as them, like agile, but he's really fast. But he's 6'5". He's tall.
Yeah, I forget his 40-yard dash, but I think he was only like 4.40, 4.42, something like that.
Yeah, he's fast.
He's fast.
I don't know in and out of cuts because he's so tall. I'm not sure.
Right.
But could you have one receiver here? Why not? We don't need a pass rusher. We just outscore you.
Yeah. Score 50 a game.
Yeah.
But Tua got to stay healthy too.
Yeah, and that's another thing. But they, I don't know if they're working on a contract. But next year, after this year, could you let Tua go and sign Dak Prescott? Because honestly, it's not much difference except Dak Prescott stays healthier. So if I'm them, I'm not signing Tua back. And I'm going to wait to the offseason. Okay, Dak, let's go. I'm going to give a big contract to anybody. It's going to be Dak Prescott.
Right. Put him with those weapons.
Yep. Because you got A-Chain as another fast running back. I think they still have Mostert. Like, they have a really good offense. So if you could just wait it out, don't sign Tua back, bring in Dak Prescott, I don't think fans will be mad with that.
No. And just keep loading up on defense with Jared Verse. And then your next pick, take another defensive lineman.
I mean, get Verse and get another defensive tackle or something. And that's the point. Okay. You might be able to trade. Why not trade back up into the first round to get Newton? Right. And I think Florida State got another defensive lineman that's ranked up there too. But I forget he might be a second round pick. And it could be. Could be. Yeah. But that wouldn't be bad for the Dolphins. That's a good pick. Nope. Good pick. All right. And pick number 22, is it?
Yep, the Eagles. Nate Wiggins, cornerback.
Nate
22.
Wiggins.
There you
Oh,
go.
look at that, Taylor. Way
There's
overdrafted.
Taylor's
Yes.
Wiggins,
All the
See?
way to number
22.
22. I mean, I can't remember. I mean, the Eagles, they need help on defense.
Oh, yeah.
They need they brung in Devin White. They brung back CJ Gardner Johnson. So now you can bring a rookie into that and it'll help them with those veterans.
Right.
And they signed what's his name from the Jets? Pass rusher. Can't remember his name.
Oh, I don't remember.
It was a pass rusher. He's pretty good. They gave him a pretty big
I don't
contract.
remember neither.
Huff.
Oh, yeah.
Huff.
There you go.
I don't know if it's Bryce
Yeah.
Huff, but I think it's Huff.
Right stuff. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
That's not bad. And then they signed, they drafted 2 defensive tackles last year and the year before, I believe, from Georgia.
Yeah, then they what's
Jalen Carter.
Yep.
Jalen Carter from
yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah. And then they have a linebacker they drafted from Georgia. So,
Nickel Dean.
yeah, him.
But he got to stay healthy.
Right.
And
So they're
is he
doing
still on? He might still be on there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know they brought in Devin White.
Do you guys think they should address the center position, being that Jason Kelsey retired?
And that, I
But
mean,
not here.
Not here.
I don't think right here. No, I think you can get a center later.
Maybe second round. Jason Kelsey was
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
4th round, I think he was. I might be wrong.
no, I don't remember.
4th or
Yeah, I don't-
5th. Yeah, he was later on in the round.
Just like the Saint Eric McCoy, he was 3rd round.
Yes.
You can get a
Yeah.
bunch of good offensive linemen later because usually they
Right.
develop better in the NFL.
So if that's the case, do we still, with
Yeah.
our pick, we definitely pick up Alao Fashanu, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, because that's a need, and I think in the second round we should get a wide receiver.
Wide receiver, yeah. I mean, I don't mind the receiver pick or defensive line pick, but yeah.
But you want a pass rusher too, because our pass rushing was not fairly well last year, and of course Cameron Jordan's getting old too. So
Yeah.
and Demario Davis as well. So
Yeah. But Wiggins for the Eagles, it's not a bad pick. If he's still there, take him.
Right.
You live with that pick. He should be a decent corner,
Mhm.
especially with those veterans to help him out.
Does
But-
the Eagles still have Jalen Mills?
I don't believe so. I think he's been off the Eagles. I think he went to the
Okay.
Patriots at one point.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't
Um,
remember. I don't remember
now-
everybody's players. All the
Now they
time,
were
yeah.
talking about possibly someone was interested in AJ Brown.
he's
Yeah, the
Jalen Mills
Patriots.
plays on the Giants right now.
Giants. Okay.
Okay, but the Patriots were interested in trading for AJ Brown. Eagles said AJ Brown's not available.
Well, I mean, if you're the Eagles, would you do this? You take AJ Brown and your 1st round pick and say, "Give me that 3rd overall pick."
But who would you take 3rd overall?
You take a younger receiver that you don't have to pay. Marvin Harrison on Malik Neighbors. You replace him.
No,
Start on
that-
a
that
rookie
would be-
deal. I mean, you just signed Devontae Smith. It's going to get expensive to keep all your guys. They're signing all their guys back. Plus, they brought in another guy. It's going to get expensive. So you
that would
got to
actually
start.
be- it makes sense. That I would like. That would be if I'm an Eagles fan and I heard that would make sense to me.
But that's not going to be enough. AJ Brown, 1st round pick, they would have to give up the next first too. It's jumping way up. This is pick number 22.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think they would have to give up more picks for this. Maybe not as much because AJ Brown's in it.
Right.
Because whenever the Titans traded him, they got the 19th overall pick. So AJ Brown in the 22nd, maybe it'll get you there, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hey, it makes sense if you can do it without giving up, a ton of stuff.
Yeah, that's all. Look, if you want AJ Brown, we'll give him to you with our 22nd, and we want your 3rd. That's it. If
Yeah.
you say no, then you ain't getting AJ Brown. Then he's on our
Right.
team.
Right. Yeah. But
Uh,
man, but they do need Nate Wiggins too. So
Yeah, not a bad pick.
no.
All right, pick
A lot of
number
options.
23.
All right, so the Chargers are going to address their wide receiver need right here, and they're going to select Xavier Worthy, wide receiver, Texas.
There you go.
Is that fast receiver?
Yeah, he's the fastest one.
He's the fastest one. So I don't mind that you get him. I mean, Herbert got an arm, so you get him a fast receiver, you can just throw it up there, go get it.
Right. I think he would do good in that system because they're gonna do a lot of screen passes, dink and dunks down the field with if the Chargers with Jim Harbaugh plays the run game a lot.
Mhm.
You know, they could do
They
a
could
lot
not
of
play
screening.
action and burn them.
Right.
Double move. I mean, that you really can't do much better than what they're gonna do in the draft because you address the offensive line position, and now you
Right.
get the fastest receiver in the draft. That's not bad. That's what you need.
Right.
Now you need more receivers, but that you could get that later.
Yeah. At least if you got Worthy, and then if you sign Chark, at least that's two receivers to replace Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. So.
Yeah, they're not really replacing them, but that's what they got. So
yeah, that's what they got.
I mean, Keenan Allen's gonna be a Hall of Famer, and Mike Williams. I mean, he just got hurt too much. They both kind of got hurt too much. So hopefully these receivers that they get can stay healthy.
Right. So yeah, not a bad draft so far for the Chargers.
Yep. Okay. Pick number 24.
Cowboys gonna select Tyler Guyton, offensive tackle, Oklahoma.
Offensive tackle, another one.
They lost Tyler Smith. Well, he was a guard, huh?
Yeah.
Well, he might be going out to tackle. So it all depends. If they could keep him, he's really good at guard. I think he played college as a tackle, but they moved him inside and he was really good. They might bump him out since they don't have Tyron Smith no more.
Right.
So this pick, you expect this from the Cowboys.
Didn't they lose their center too, or am I mistaken?
I don't remember who their center was.
I can't remember.
I know that.
I think he had retired a few years ago. The good one that I'm thinking of.
Center.
I don't remember who played center last year. And Landon Collins hasn't been on there. The only one that's still there is Zach Morton and Tyler Smith. I know they really good. Zach Morton's probably the best one in the league.
Well, didn't one of the offensive linemen go to the Jets?
That's Tyron Smith, left tackle.
Okay.
He was always hurt, so he ended up going to the Jets, and now this is going to be. I don't know if they're going to bump this guy inside and put Smith on the outside.
Yeah, Tyler
Biadasz, something like that.
Yeah, he went to the Commanders.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think they lost their center too. So
yeah.
Okay.
So they got to address their offensive line big time.
Yeah. And they have some Cowboys fans like Taylor, guy that we done I screamed with last time. He drafted Texas running back. I don't remember his name. What's his name, Jay?
Oh, running back. Man,
I can't remember his name. I can't remember which one he said. That's why it was just.
Is it Jalen Cook?
I don't know. I think it was Texas running back. I can't remember his name. But he picked a running back in the first round. I don't know. You can get those. You can get those later. Don't pick. You all address your offensive line if you're the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Or if anything, get a receiver
back in the third round.
I get a receiver here before a running back.
Yeah.
There's too many good offensive linemen and receivers still left.
So we got some comments, boys.
All right.
Make NFL real again. Okay.
All right.
And at least WWE missed their actors. I mean, I don't know. Here's my take on all this.
Okay.
If you ask me about the NFL NFC Championship game back in 2019, I think it was, with the Saints versus the Rams, of course, I was highly ticked off at the outcome of that game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would have said, maybe it is scripted because, I mean, heck, everybody saw that. That was a pass interference, but the refs were blind and dumb. Of course, I would have said, well, yeah,
me and Jason could have been a ref, huh?
Yeah, y'all could have probably called the right call. Y'all could have called better call than the refs. I find it too hard to believe that it's scripted, because there's a lot of players that would have to be hush hush and,
money talks.
Yeah, money does talk.
You have
to an extent. Yeah, it's scripted to an extent. Because with the gambling and all that,
yes,
the refs can make a call here and there, like in the Saints game where they don't throw a flag or they call a flag. You should have seen the Pelicans games last night. Going according to Todd Graffanini and John DeSazier, the Pelicans were getting fouled, no calls. Then the Pelicans didn't even touch their guys, and it was a foul. So and they didn't want the Pelicans were starting to blow them out, and they didn't want that.
Yeah,
that's what it made it look like. And so, as far as things being scripted, absolutely, I believe to an extent it is.
Right. Yeah, and I think not so much with the maybe not the outcome of the game, but the spread.
Yeah.
It always goes back to the spread with the
betting.
gambling.
Yeah.
You know, they wanted to, because I mean, if they losing money, they're going to lose their job. So it's scripted to a certain extent, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that basketball player that recently got a lifetime ban for gambling.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean,
Porter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was point shaving. He basically not point shaving. He had prop bets, and he was if they told him he was would he take more than 3 threes in a game, he wouldn't take threes and bet on that. To where I'm not gonna take that many threes in the game, and I'm gonna win a bet.
Yeah.
Right.
And that he was telling other people. So they flagged him.
Speaking of which, what's the deal with Keyshawn Booty?
Keyshawn Booty, what happened?
That's
Yeah,
what
did
the
he get
gambling
caught?
thing.
Yeah.
I haven't heard any more about it, except I mean, he won over $500,000 in bets on himself at LSU and things like that. So just betting on himself, like he won't have more than 50 yards in a game.
But how did he get busted again? He used his mom's name.
He used his mom's banking card and his name on his I think it was like Keyshawn B something. So they knew who it was. They flagged him.
Yeah.
So what was that, Drew? That's what? What's your catch mark?
No, I don't say that for that.
Yeah, that's stupid. You can use your mom's information.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Me, I would hire an interpreter and use him as a third man.
Then you could be the scapegoat.
Yeah, you can be my scapegoat.
But it all goes back to the gambling stuff. You know, I think
gambling has definitely changed.
Somewhere.
Yeah, gambling has definitely changed all sports for sure.
Definitely.
All right.
And we don't bet, by the way.
No, we stay away from that.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the next pick? That was the Cowboys. So what pick are we at?
We got the Green Bay Packers
at number what?
25.
25.
Amarius Mims, offensive tackle, Georgia.
Amarius Mims, another offensive lineman. Look how many offensive linemen are getting picked. They had 1 year where the Saints took Ramczyk, and it was a lot, like the 30th pick in the first round. Only one offensive lineman, and they had like probably 6 offensive linemen go off the board already. Yeah. It's crazy the difference in the years. Mm-hmm. And the Packers, I mean, with Jordan Love, you got to protect them. You have young weapons if they can stay healthy. So I don't mind this pick for the Packers.
Right. And the Packers signed Josh Jacobs as a running back. Yeah. You have to get some offensive linemen that
pound the rock.
Yep.
Pound the rock, go off of play action.
Yep.
Speaking of running backs, I don't see a running back being picked in the first round, of course.
No.
You know, that's
the best running back is from Texas. I just can't remember his name.
Okay. I want to say his name's Cook. Jalen Cook.
I don't know if it's Cook. I don't remember it being Cook.
You want me to ask my phone real quick?
No, we'll figure it out.
I'll mute my mic.
Hey, go for it. But yeah, the Packers, I mean, they maybe might be able to get another pass rusher. But offensive lineman, I think you got to go offensive lineman if you're the Packers. Get you another big body to help block for
Jordan Love. Yeah, I agree.
Continue to build. If you're going to make him your franchise quarterback, you got to be able to protect him.
Yes, you have to have a solid offensive lineman with any team. You know, if you want your franchise quarterback to be real good and to play well, you have to have a solid offensive line, no matter what. Even on the other side of the ball, you have to have a solid defensive line. Because that's where it all begins, in the trenches. Yeah, because the cornerbacks, if you have a good pass rush, those corners are going to be even better. Even if you have just mediocre cornerbacks, if you can get to the quarterback, it'll help them out. So that's what I would stick to drafting. You got to get a quarterback, offensive line, pass rushers, and receivers. Yes.
Yeah.
At least one receiver.
Yeah. I couldn't find it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll know it later. We'll look it up later. Okay, that's the Packers. Pick number 26.
All right, we got the Buccaneers picking Chop Robinson, offensive outside linebacker, Penn State. We're talking about offensive linemen so much. OLP, I'm saying offensive line. Yeah, outside linebacker.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about him. I don't think I watched a single Penn State game last year.
No.
So I don't know much about Chop Robinson, but
pass rusher. I mean, they had Dallas Turner come off the board. Verse, he's another pass rusher. He probably defensive end. Latu, and now Robinson. So it's probably the fourth best pass rusher. Don't know if they're reaching right here. This is Mel Kiper's mock draft that we're going over. I mean, Chop Robinson. I can't complain. His name's different, so maybe he has that going for him.
That's what he's going to do.
Go.
And he's going to the Buccaneers, another pass rusher that the Saints are going to have to worry about.
So imagine this: if he sacks a quarterback, he could do a chop.
Yeah, I guarantee that's what they're going to do.
Well, wait, that's the Kansas City that does the chop.
Yeah, but
he's got to do something completely.
Kansas City got to draft him just because of his name.
Yeah. That's and you do the chop, and then everybody else stands good the chop. Yeah,
you got to draft him.
Hat in the chop.
Yeah, and the Buccaneers. I mean, they lost Devin White.
Right.
Did he still have Levante David, or did he retire? I'm not sure if he retired yet.
I'm not sure. There were talks about him retiring, but he may not have yet.
Yeah, I don't know if he retired. I mean, Baker Mayfield, they just re-signed him. So, I mean, at this point, why wouldn't you get another weapon for Mike Evans is getting older? Why not take Brian Thomas right here?
Right.
He still plays for the Bucks. Levante David.
Okay, so but he's old, so you got to start replacing. You got to start replacing people. So it's not a bad. You get a pass rusher, but I would have got a receiver. Godwin and Mike Evans are both getting older,
right?
And Mike Evans, I think, is going to want a big contract.
Yeah,
I'm sure. And they don't have a running back. I don't know.
I thought they had one last year. I think he's younger.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. So I mean, the Buccaneers pass rusher, not too bad.
No.
All right, pick number 27.
The Cardinals, Darius Robinson, defensive line, Missouri.
Darius Robinson, Missouri. Okay, that wasn't Defensive Player of the Year, was it?
In the SEC, I think in the SEC it might have been.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember if he was or not, but so another pass rusher going off the board. It looks like they start in the 20s. That's whenever they really going to get going. That's like three of them back to back in the 20s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if I don't know if he's a pass rusher or like a defensive tackle.
What position?
Defensive line.
Oh, it doesn't say. Okay,
just says defensive line.
I don't know.
So I'm not sure. Does it say how big he is? No,
it just.
I wish we could read off. I wish we had all that. Maybe for the NFL draft, we have all that.
Yeah, but I mean. And what team was this again?
This was a Cardinals.
Cardinals. Yeah, so they drafted Marvin Harrison.
Yeah.
And now they're getting a defensive lineman. They could have used a cornerback, but do they want the cornerbacks that are still left,
They probably would have took Nate Wiggins.
But that's why if they do that trade where they traded with the Broncos, they could have had Cortland Sutton. That 12th overall pick, and they could have had the second best pass rusher or one of the best corners, and then took a defensive lineman there. So it's like I don't know. The corner, I don't know. That's what I would do.
Yeah. Well, Darius Robinson to the Cardinals. So
pick number 28.
Yep, and the Bills definitely need help in this department. Brian Thomas Jr., wide receiver, LSU.
Yeah.
That's the hell about Josh Allen.
Yes. They lost Stephon Diggs to Texas this year. So,
Yeah. This is probably one of the best receivers in the draft.
Right.
It's probably the third best over Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison. He could be the second best. He's a big receiver. He's fast. He catches in traffic. I mean, how many touchdowns he had for LSU? 17?
Yeah.
He had a lot of touchdowns last year.
At least 15 for sure.
Yeah. He had a lot of touchdowns.
Receiving.
He's going to be the number one for the Bills if he's still there. I mean, with Josh Allen, he just put the ball up. He'll go get it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he's that good. So the Bills rebuilding with some young guys. They got to get young guys. They cut so many players. Tre'Davious White got cut. I think he went to the Rams. Poyer got cut. He went to the Dolphins, I believe.
Dolphins.
Not sure about Micah Hyde. I don't remember all the other players. I don't keep up with the Bills too much.
They cut a lot of players because they had to get under the cap.
Yeah, That's what the Saints. A lot of teams do that. The Saints do it the most out of everybody, but the Bills. That's what happens whenever you pay your quarterback. Josh Allen got a big contract. It kicks in, and that's it. You got to start cutting people.
And that's what I said that on Twitter at one time. Players want to win Super Bowls, but they don't want to take pay cuts to get players around them.
I wouldn't take it. I don't think I'd take a pay cut unless I had I'm making huge money outside of football. I'm not taking a pay cut. I'm getting everything I can get.
Complain that you can't win a Super Bowl either.
Yeah, like Tom Brady. You know? He was never really the top paid quarterback. He was paid. Yeah. But he was never really the top paid quarterback because he didn't have to be. His wife was a supermodel. I mean, making all kind of money. He's making money outside of the football.
So my question to you guys is, do you think Drew Brees was overpaid whenever he signed that huge contract?
And later in his career, yes.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I mean,
he should have took less if he wanted to win a Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Because you can't carry the team like you used to.
No, of course not. And I mean, we didn't have all those pieces we need on defense because, he was getting paid and our offense looked great, but our defense was horrible.
Yep. That's what happens.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's
going to happen. Look at the Texans. CJ Stroud. He's going to get a big contract eventually, but right now, what they doing? Let's get him Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
Let's go get Danielle Hunter. They getting people around his rookie contract. Once his contract comes up, that's it.
Yeah.
And you think about Derek Stingley, the corner, he's going to want to get paid at one time.
He's going to want to get paid.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
I mean, go ahead. Next team.
Next pick. I don't remember what pick we had. I'm losing track. 29.
The Lions.
Okay.
Adonai Mitchell, wide receiver, Texas.
Okay. I don't remember. Is he a fast receiver too?
Yeah. He's fast too.
He's not as fast as
No, he's not as fast. I think he ran like a 4.39 or a 4.4 something. He's not as fast as Xavier Worthy.
But he's still like all these receivers have a potential to be good, even getting picked number 29. Like all these guys, that's why it's so deep of an offensive line and receiver draft. You can trade down a little bit and still get a good receiver or offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Right. And he's a good pair up for St. Brown or St. something.
Yeah, St. Brown, I believe his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why whenever I was on the right track. Whenever we done our mock draft and not Mel Kiper's, I picked Brian Thomas because he was still there. Did I pick Brian Thomas? Yeah, I think no. I picked the receiver. What receiver did I pick? Coleman. I picked Coleman from Florida State.
Yeah. Florida State.
I like it because he's a big receiver. And he tore up LSU when he played him. So I'm like, I'll take him.
And I think next year or maybe the year after, the Lions need to address the quarterback because Jared Goff is getting up there at age too. So
they played till 40 years old. So
true.
I want to say they're in contract talks right now too.
So he's gonna be their quarterback for the future. So
Now the problem with the Mitchell, I want to say I heard that he has like diabetes or something.
Okay.
So they said whatever team that takes him, they will have to monitor that. So,
but Jay Cutler had diabetes too, and he was still a decent quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like
it's not a death sentence for football.
Exactly. No.
It's manageable. Put it that way.
Right.
Okay. I didn't know he had that.
Yeah, I want to say somebody had said it on Twitter. I forget who it was though.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's nowadays it's easily managed, and I mean, he just has to watch what he eats, and of course,
right.
And whenever he gets hit,
well, and he needs to
avoid hits.
Well, not just that. He needs to have some type of candy deal.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. Skittles taste the rainbow. Too bad I can't eat them.
But they have sugar-free candies.
The sugar-free. Yeah, sugar-free Skittles.
Yeah, I don't know if they have that.
The whole purpose.
No, they actually have some like chocolate candies that are sugar-free.
I know.
Yeah,
they have
sugar-free.
It's actually pretty good.
They even have sugar-free mints.
Right.
I don't want no mint.
So he can be do some type of brand like that for sugar-free stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, the next pick needs to do some branding.
Okay, go for it. Who's the next pick? What pick?
Perfect. I know exactly what he needs to be a spokesperson for. Ravens, Kool-Aid McKinstry, quarterback, Alabama. You need to get a Kool-Aid sponsor.
Yeah. And that's not his real name. There's no way. That's got to be a nickname.
Bust through those. Hey, he's a quarterback, right? He'd be like, bust through the offensive line.
Yeah. No, quarterback. I don't know. He could, I mean, just bring in some Kool-Aid on the sideline.
Yeah, instead of Gatorade, you can drinking Kool-Aid.
Yeah, that wouldn't work. But yeah, I mean, cornerback, and this is the Ravens.
Yes, this is right.
And they're gonna stack up. I mean, they have a good defense. This is like a luxury pick for them.
Yeah, it's more like a
Like we're just gonna keep on stacking up our defense. It's
like a depth chart pick. Right?
yeah, like that's what the Chiefs did whenever they drafted Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It was the last pick in the draft. They didn't really need nothing, so they took a running back.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean,
That's a good pick. They stacking defense. But I just looked up Kool-Aid McKinstry's real name. It didn't tell me his real name, but it said his grandmother nicknamed him that as a baby because his smile reminded her of the Kool-Aid Man.
No, my goodness.
He actually signed a Neal deal at Alabama with Kool-Aid.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So he had one. He'll probably continue if he turns out to be good in the NFL. He'll keep that.
Man, how come we didn't have a cool nickname like that growing up?
Yeah, I'm just gonna get one on here. Maybe we get sponsored. Give me a nickname that.
What would you sponsor?
I don't know. Snickers. Call me Snicker.
Snickers.
That's it, Snickers. Snickers, Hershey.
What about peanut butter cup?
Yeah, I don't care.
No, I'm not calling it
Reese's.
peanut butter cup.
No, you call me Reese's.
Reese's.
I don't care. I'm looking for a big brand. A big brand.
It's the
something that you can make money, like Kool-Aid. That's a big brand.
Yeah.
Gatorade.
What about local sponsorship like Tabasco?
That's a big brand.
That is a big brand.
That's a big Tabasco.
Yeah, that'll be a weird nickname.
Burger King, you like Whoppers?
Yeah, call me Whopper.
Oh no, I'm not calling you Whopper. Some of these nicknames, dude, I'd be like, no, I'm calling you Drew, and that's a pretty much.
Hey, there's a nickname that you wanted to call me. And
Drew?
No. You said,
no, I don't remember because it was stupid. I don't remember because it's.
I think it was like something like Big Daddy or something.
No, no, I'm not called. No, buddy.
Big Daddy.
No. No, it ain't happening.
Come on, everybody leave comments for Drew and Jason and JJ nicknames.
I already got my nickname, Lil Who That.
Yeah, JJ, but you can't get paid with your name.
No, because that'd be copyright infringement, and I'm not about to have Sir Saint the dog, Gumbo knocking on my door with a cease and desist letter. No, so.
All right, well, that was pick number 29 or 30? That was 30.
That was 30.
All right, pick number 31.
The 49ers. Roger Rosengarten, offensive tackle, Washington.
The other offensive lineman, that's like 7.
Yes.
But I never even, when we was doing our mock draft the last time, I never even heard of this guy.
No, I never heard of him.
It could be an overdraft, or it all depends. Where we looked at on NFL.com, they could have different rankings on these guys.
Yeah, maybe so.
Everybody's rankings are different.
Correct. And this is, of course, Mel Kiper. So
yeah, this is Mel Kiper. He's doing what he thinks a team should do.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
I mean, I don't mind the pick. It's an offensive lineman. I know it's a deep draft for 49ers.
Where he's from?
He's from Washington.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't take him either. He couldn't block Michigan.
Yeah, but it might not have been him.
It was all of them.
He might have held his own. You don't know.
Oh,
it could have just been everybody else. But I mean, it's off. But you got to realize he's going to be with a better offensive line that's going to help him out.
Right.
So if he does struggle, they can chip. Or I don't know. Is he a guard or tackle? Or does it not say?
Let me see. Let me pull it back up. I was looking up something else. Come on.
Yeah. Because Trent Williams is getting old. He's their left tackle.
Yeah. So it could be a replacement for him.
He was offensive tackle.
Offensive tackle. See, it could be their right tackle, or he's kind of a role player. Start training him, and then eventually you could take or move him inside the guard. That's what they do with tackles usually. Especially when you have good tackles, you bump him inside, you let him learn, and then maybe later bump him back out.
Right. You don't do like Les Miles at LSU and
take guards and put at tackles.
Yeah, take guards and put at tackles. Yeah, you can't do it that way.
Tackles at guard, they usually can translate better from tackle to guard than from guard to tackle.
And what y'all said, we should try put Trevor Penning at
guard.
Yeah, guard.
Left guard. Pete's not on our team right now. I don't think he's still a free agent. So you just bump him, let him play guard, and see what you got.
Just rotate him, move him certain positions to see what he's good at. I mean,
yeah.
So we're getting down to the last pick. So you make sure y'all have some comments, want us to go back over something with your team. Y'all let us know. We're going to the last pick in the draft, number 32.
And Patrick Mahomes gets another weapon right here.
Uh-oh.
Xavier Leggett?
Leggett? Legit? I don't know. How you spell it?
Leggette. Leggett. Might be
Legit? Legit? I don't know.
South Carolina.
South Carolina. I never heard of him.
Wide receiver.
I think it's Leggett. Yeah.
Leggett?
Wide receiver. But Rashee Rice is currently
he's in some hot water right now.
Yeah, so
but
now
he's
still
with Mahomes.
Yes, he is practicing. I heard that. But it's still he's gonna get suspended.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's gonna get jail time. I mean, it was basically like almost like a hit and run, I believe.
Yeah, it was a hit and run.
So but he turned himself in and he's dealing with it.
A fine, a ticket, community service, maybe.
But I heard he had like 8 felonies.
Yeah.
But it all could be dropped depending on community service,
right?
Probation, if he settles with the family,
right?
That stuff can be dropped.
Yeah, because he didn't kill anybody or anything. So
no,
if he had killed somebody, that was it.
Like Henry Ruggs.
Yeah, Henry Ruggs is out the league because of that. I think he's in jail still. I'm not sure, but
yeah, his career is over with at this point.
He could come back. Like, and this is what I don't understand. I don't know how many if he got sentenced yet. Dante Stallworth did this.
Mm-hmm.
He killed somebody. I think he was only in prison for 1 year. Then he came back. I think he came back to the Patriots. 1 year after killing somebody, he came back. Other people get 10, 15, 20 years. And it's like, how? It's still the same thing. How can one person only get 1 year and the rest get 20?
It should be a certain sentence. You kill somebody, you get this long. You do this, you get this long.
He was sentenced 3 to 10 years. So. So, I mean, he might get out in another year or two. I mean, who's to say,
And every state's different. So it all depends on what state you're from.
Nevada, I think he's going to be served because that's where the crime happened.
Yeah, okay. Then it'll be Nevada as well.
Where the crime happens is where you got served. So.
Yeah.
But no, that's basically, I mean, I would say it was a luxury pick, but if they would still have Rashee Rice, is it depending on how, but it's a need. They got to have it. And honestly, why? I don't know. Why not take Coleman from Florida State? I guess you have to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bigger receiver, but I guess Patrick. How tall is this guy? Do y'all know? No. Okay. It might be a shorter, faster receiver. Who knows?
Yeah. They can use a tight end as well because Travis Kelce's getting older.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What's that tight end from Texas?
I forget his name, but
I think it's from Texas. It's not Sweat, huh?
No, Sweat's the defensive tackle.
Okay. I thought they had
Texas does have a good tight end. I forget his name though.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. They need receiver help for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't mind the pick. I don't really know this guy.
The way the Chiefs do it, they just figure Mahomes is so good, it doesn't matter who they draft.
Eventually it will. I mean, he is really good. He's the best quarterback in the league. But you still got to have somebody to throw the ball to.
Right.
And Kelce can't do it. I mean, he's getting older. He's not going to be able to do it forever.
Yep.
How long do you think he's got left, Kelce?
As long as probably next, like two years maybe. But I don't know if he's going to be for 2 years. I mean, he's dating Taylor Swift. He's starting to get more interested in stuff outside of football.
Yeah, his brother just recently retired, so they might.
Yep.
And they also got that podcast too. Yeah.
I mean, he accomplished everything he wanted to. He won Super Bowls. He got paid. I mean, there's nothing left for him to do.
And he's a future Hall of Famer too. So
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else you got to prove?
He made his money.
Just like Tom Brady.
Yeah. He's talking about coming back.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. He is. Yep. It's crazy.
All right. That was the last pick of the first round. If anybody got comments about a team y'all want to talk about, go ahead and leave that.
Give y'all another minute.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We haven't been doing that, Jay.
What's that?
Huh? Saying subscribe and like. Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Appreciate y'all for watching.
We
really do. We're glad that we had the people that was watching with us. So glad y'all could join us.
I'm Jason on Tiger Den Sports, and he's Drew on Blind World of Sports.
And I'm just co-host Lil Who Dat. So just a little tag along.
Appreciate everybody that watched. Okay, no more comments.
No, I don't see any. So
all right. Well, y'all make sure y'all subscribe and like. We're gonna be calling the NFL draft on Thursday. Might have one more upload, so hit that notification bell, and we'll see y'all on Thursday.